I say. These are, oh, there's a dead one on the grid. Hopefully no one hits it. Oh. So I think technically there was quite a big jump start there. So these cars, mostly Tamiya TT02s, full of hop-ups with GT style body shells. There's a few Lamborghinis out there, a few Ford GT40s. I think there's a Mercedes AMG or two, and a couple of Tamiya Raikiris. So Craig Hook away in the lead from, I think that's Andy Travis, car number 2, giving chase. Andy took TQ and won both finals in the first round at Aldershot. I know that Craig, the local driver from Ada, determined to do something about that. I think that's car number 2 that's giving him chase. Oh, and there's contact there and they're out. Oh, sort that one out, referee. Yep, that was Craig and Andy. But back on track, but there's the red car and the blue car in front. I can't quite see the numbers on those. A spin from the blue car and the red cars let Craig back through. So got car 1, Craig. I think that's Tim Harrop in car number 5 in the blue car. Tim, the reigning GT champion here at King of Clubs. Won a decided championship victory last year. Was very hard to beat. But with Craig and Andy Travis joining the class, there's a bit more of a competition here now. Shaping up to be a very good race. So, Craig Hook from Tim Harrop, Andy Travis, and it's Richard Ludlam in the red car who's giving them chase as well, followed by Barry Wibley, Bernie Hook, Steve Adams, young Finn Lanaway, second place in Tamiya Junior E last year, and Simon Simmons. Mike Collins didn't start. So Andy Travis made it up into second place, managed to get past Tim Harrop. Up the straight, round the sweeper. Ooh, everyone looking a little bit nervous. Not a lot of grip up there. Andy Travis looks to have the pace, but can he get past Craig? A bit of a race of attrition in these conditions. He who does not make a mistake shall win. Up the straight for the 8th time. Just coming up to the 3-minute marker. Craig Hook leading from Andy Travis, Tim Harrop in the blue cars. Nothing in it between these three. Barely a second as they cross the line, starting lap number 9. Tim Harrop setting the fastest lap of the race on that last lap, so little mistake for Tim there, but he's definitely got the pace. Andy Travis now into the lead. Currently the championship leader, so Craig will be keen to get back in front. But can Andy pull away? Craig looks to have the pace to catch him, to be honest. So they're coming up to some back markers. I think that's Finn Lanaway. He's giving it sideways through the chicane. Aggressive driving from Craig in the chicane there. He wants this. Craig driving a TT02, Tamiya TT02. I think Andy Travis is driving the TC01, which is the Formula E replica. I think a bit of a mistake there in the bottom of the track there for Craig. It's opened up a bit of a gap. 4-minute marker gone, so 1 minute to go. It's about 3 laps, 2.5 laps maybe for these guys at this pace. Craig's caught right up now, right on the back, having a look to pass this first final of KS, and he's through. Oh no! Andy Travis back through in the sweeper. Round the outside for Craig. It's not where you want to be on the outside round there, but can he cut back and catch up on this next lap? Andy Travis down into the hairpin, up to the sweeper, onto the straight. Craig lost a bit of time there. This race could well be done now with just 20 seconds left to go. Little bit of a gap. I think it's going to take a mistake for Andy Travis for Craig to be back in the running here. Into the infield. He's closed right up, but that's the timer gone. So this is the last lap. This is a race to the line now. Oh, I think they've tagged each other there. So race to the line for the win. Andy Travis in the blue, Craig in the red car, red and yellow car. Back markers getting out of the way. Oh, big sideways through the chicane. That's a win for Andy Travis from Craig. Tim Harrop in third. Great race. Thanks very much, ladies and gentlemen. What a good race. So everyone's away cleanly. Barry, Andy, Rich Ludlam, I think, in third. Tim. So whilst we're watching this race, looks like another duke 'em up fight at the front between the front runners last time. It's Craig. Sorry, Craig, I think I called you Barry on the start line, but it's Craig from Andy Travis and Tim Harrop giving chase. Barry Wibley and Rich Ludlam behind doing well. But Tim's come through very nicely off the grid. I think that's Barry Wibley looking pretty racy behind him in the fluoro car. Yep, he's going to be taking this place any moment, but up front it's still Craig aka Barry from Andy Travis. Took all the way to the last lap, last corner to sort this one out first time round, so let's see how they get on this time. But to be honest, Barry Wibley looks like he's going to be in touch with them very soon. He's found some grip. I think there's a few drivers in the pits who are like, oh, and a rare mistake from Andy Travis there. Spin round the sweeper on the curves, pulled him back into the clutches of Barry. So a little bit of a gap now at the front. Craig, Andy, Barry Wibley, Bernie Hooks now in fourth position from Tim Harrop, not having such a good race this time round, with Rich Ludlam in sixth, Steve Adams P7, Mike Collins P8, Simon and Finley sitting this one out. So slowly but surely Andy has caught back up with the leader. Only a couple of tenths in it now. Very nice driving from Craig up front. Andy's able to run slightly tighter lines everywhere. To tighten up the team scores, and I'm watching this race. West London look like they might be coming through for a good result in the teams. He's right on him. Did he pass and got back? Very close. Looking racy. Craig seems to be better through the fast parts of the track, and then we get into the twisties and Andy's all over. He can run much tighter through the twisty bits in the infield here. Then we get round here to the fast sweeper hairpin onto the straight, and this is where Craig seems to find his time. Look at that, leaping out of the corner there. Running a little bit too much curve here. Oh, but he's out in the front. That mistake from Craig has let Andy through. So let's see what Craig's got now. Andy's in the lead. It's harder to lead than it is to follow, they say, but this final lap, this will put it to the test. Oh, an EWS free entry for Dave Ringsell, we're saying. Social media, please.
I'll get you in a minute.
Oh, very sporting there from Craig. So another win for Andy Travis from Craig.